Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Welcome kindreds, it's Jessica TheStoryWitch and this is my bullet journal setup for October. Wow, October already. This year seems to be going, well, weird and fast now as it gets to the end of the year, and I wanted to go for kind of something cute and something just kind of calming for this month of 2 moons, a month of a blue moon. There seems to be, full moon on Halloween. It's potent. So I chose to include some this poem, I guess, from the Earth Pathways. I think it was from the 2018 Earth Pathways. And I also used a postcard which was sent in my last witch casket, which I really loved. I thought that was a very kind of Halloween-y, kind of seeing beyond the veil kind of image. The poem says, I'm learning to live at a different pace. I'm learning to live from a different place. A place that is gentle, connected and strong, like the roots of this oak tree singing its song. No rush, no fuss. I am solid and here, grounded, unbounded. No room for fear. This is the new way, the warrior's tune. Give, love, but strong and true. I slow myself down. There is no shame in taking time to tend myself. I garden my soul like I garden the soil, softly but surely with my own bare hands. And that is by Bob Hillary. It's an extract from a longer poem called Soul Gardening. I thought it was really beautiful and really just really appropriate for now, now in this year. Sorry, the dog's chewing something in the background, so hopefully he's not too distracting. In Wales, the weather is definitely very autumnal now. We're getting some rain, but also some of those cold, crisp autumn days, which is really lovely. The month you might have noticed me write it really badly. I haven't used my Tombow fudenosuke pen for a while, and I forgot it's kind of a bit thin to do that kind of more drawn out writing with, but I was like, it's fine, it will do fine. So in Welsh, the title for this month, the name for this month is Mish Hydref, which is the same word Hydref as autumn. So October is autumn in Welsh, and that, it seems, I like the way that kind of overlaps, that kind of meets up. So I did buy some new Tombows this month. I bought some brighter colours which had this gorgeous orange colour in it. And then I also treated myself to some of those really cute washi tape, which you can see here on my calendar setup. I stuck with the same kind of design that I've been doing for ages in my calendar setup because, even though not a lot is happening in our days these days, it still works, because I make notes of things like when I've got Zoom things happening or just general stuff that's going on with our house renovations, which is still ongoing. It was supposed to be finished before October, but it's definitely not finished. It's going to be hopefully by November, or as my husband's saying, hopefully by Christmas. I hope so. I really, really hope so. So yeah, and I also bought some of these cute little stickers. Both of these things are off Etsy. I'll try and remember to link them down below. I just wanted something kind of cute. My daughter, she's 10, and she says that apparently it's called Spoopy, which is creepy cute. So I've gone for a kind of spoopy autumn, a kind of slow autumn design as well, just kind of sweet. And yeah, like I already said, we've got 2 full moons. We've got one on the 1st, which is today as I'm recording this voiceover, and one on the 31st on Halloween, and then the new moon, which is kind of slap bang in the middle really, on the 16th. So it's going to be an interesting month, a lot of tension. Oh yeah, and I going to work with 3 decks for October, which I'm showing here now. I've got the Halloween Tarot, I've got the Santa Muerte, and the Marigold Tarot. You know, I probably kind of obvious choices really for the month. And I've rearranged my tarot collection completely, so now I've got like a shelf especially for my decks I'm currently working with, which I'm really excited about. I didn't show it, although yeah, it is there actually. I'm also going to be working with Maya Toll's illustrated crystallery, which I did a review of, well, kind of like a first impressions of, as my last video, so hopefully that should be easy to find if you want to find it. I also pulled a rune for this month, which was from a set that I received in the Witch Casket, I think for July. I didn't actually do an unboxing of that. I was kind of feeling a bit overwhelmed with video making and stuff at the time, but that box was really fantastic and the runes are gorgeous, so I've been using them quite a lot actually. Prior to that, I haven't really had like kind of Norse runes. I've only had woman runes, so it's a new kind of learning experience for me to be doing that. And then I wanted to make a page for the astrology of the month, and they were these gorgeous in each season in the Astrocal Moon Diary. I think this was this year's actually that I pulled this out of. Well, obviously the actual astrology page was this year, so I'm certain that it was from this year's as well, from the 2020 Astrocal, that both of these pages were from. And I just made a kind of layered up page which has got all the information about the moons for the month. The way it's all displayed on that one kind of circle is really helpful, because yeah, it's got the moons, but it's also got the rest of the planets on there as well, with like little kind of lines showing where they're going through the month. So I find that really, really helpful to just kind of flick back and forth to and be able to see what's going on at a glance. I hope you're doing well this month, whether it's autumn for you or whether it's spring if you're in the southern hemisphere. The energy this year has been really intense, and the astrology for next year is not that much better, which is kind of concerning, but also, you know, like I think we are in strange times now, so it's probably not surprising really that is the case. I haven't like done a year ahead for 2021 yet. It still feels a little bit too early for that. I like to do that after Halloween or Samhain, or Nos Galan Gaeaf as we call it in Cymraeg in Welsh. So I haven't looked too much into it yet, but I will be doing that a little bit later on. Perhaps if you want me to, then I can share insights about 2021. I just did my normal thing here with my sort of to-do, might do, which I'm still loving, and a little kind of space for the following month as well. I'm finding that I'm taking fresh pages a lot within the journal. I'm probably going to need to buy a new journal definitely before the end of the year. I might need to get another one before the end of October, because I'm running out of space in this one. I'm journaling an awful lot at the moment, but mainly like kind of making notes of stuff like the kitchen plans and stuff I need to do with that, and I'm not adding those things to my to-do list there. That's more kind of stuff for me to-do list rather than the stuff for the house. So I'm really looking forward to it being done. And then I found out of, I think this was a couple of years ago's Wee Moon actually, this poem, Remember Witch Remember. Take your feathers, leaves and bones, add them to your roots, your stones, mix them in your cauldron's womb, dance for rain and add that too. Your time is now, each heartbeat rings, remember witch remember. You know the way, you know the song, you've walked this path your whole life long. Drumbeat sounding, heartbeat pounding, the ones before you love resounding. With every turn of season, moon, with every diosa swirl of spoon, you chant the words, you hum the tune. Remember witch, remember. The stars are out, your feet are bare, your arms are raised into the air. No one told you what to do, you knew the way knows you. So let it go, release it down, heart and blood and bones to ground. Remember witch remember. And that's by Brandy Wolf. And yeah, I think that was out of 20 2019 wee moon, I think. It wasn't this year's wee moon. I also put a page from the Earth Pathways about Samhain, which I thought was kind of I like that it talked about ancestral stuff as well, which is why I think I like that poem with it too. This is definitely a time for me to lean into ancestral connection. It's something that is a big part of my practice anyway, but you know, even more so at this time of year, even more so, yeah. And so yeah, that was kind of like my Samhain pages, and then I just went on and did my dailies, which I'm doing exactly the same format as I've been working with pretty much all year. I think actually since last year, where I have the moon phases that I just draw out for each day, and then I make a note underneath them. I've started kind of weaving in more Welsh into my journal now as well, so I'm using the Welsh words for the days of the week instead of the English words, although I did forget when I was doing my main calendar and I wrote them in English, so I need to try and remember to do that and Gymraeg as well, and in the journal, in the calendar part. Yeah. And yeah, I had to add a few more of these little ghost stickers. I've got lots of them left, so I'm probably going to like be dotting them around on the pages in general. They're really teeny tiny, but they're just so cute. I love the expressions on them. They are really, really lovely. And that's my finished setup for October 2020. I hope that you have enjoyed seeing my pages. Let me know what you think, and you know what you've been up to and what your plans are with your planner or with those kind of things throughout the season, because I like to kind of hear, especially if you make videos as well, and I can watch yours. Warmest blessings, and I will see you very soon.